So it's 12-hour lockdown madness tomorrow, and the idea is to run a half marathon over 12 hours, 1.1 miles every hour on the hour, and in between to do activities like mending stuff, making stuff, lots of gardening. And the idea is, now that we're coming out of lockdown a bit, to reset the mind and body to see how much we can do rather than how little. So this is it. This is my first run, first 1.1 miles out of 12, making a half marathon, and it's 8 o'clock and I'm going to go now. Okay, my first job is garden related. I made this lovely box of radishes out of old floorboards, but to keep the slugs off at the moment it's balancing on some broken pots. So I've got this notion that I'm going to make it some copper legs because slugs and snails don't like copper. Of course, the schoolboy error with this is it's full of soil and it's full of radishes, so I'm going to have to do it in situ. Whatever you want to do, there's always a trunk in the way. So how far can a slug reach up? There, slug-proof leg for run number 2, and it's actually a lovely morning for it. So my next task is I'm going to clear Jim and Joan's garden next door. Jim's 91 and he's looking after Joan. She's got dementia and the garden's turned to weeds really, so I'm going to try and clear it, and I've grown on some seedlings. I've got some dahlias, some geraniums, and I'm going to try and replant it. Look, there's more activities in here. Lying around exercise. Hello, I've got a volunteer to help me. Thank you, darling.
Volunteer number 1.
Oh, it's getting quite full up bit now. I've hit my toe with a spade, which isn't going to help. I'm just going to bung on some nasturtium seeds. I've got last year's poppy heads. It might be a bit late for them actually. Number 4. So we're in a good place. We're planting up this border. This big guy here, this is a pom-pom dahlia. It's the last one to go in, and this guy will get to about this high. Activities going on here. No activity from this one.
How many is that now?
That's number 5. So doing pretty well. I'm just going to I'm going to plant up these planters with geraniums.
Okay.
So we're just about done here. Getting slower. Halfway through. It's time for some lunch now. Put them in.
That's a corker.
Number 7. So these tomatoes are all grown from seed, and they're big boys now, and they need potting up. These are Black Russians. Beautiful roots. These are Tigerella, and they're red with orange stripes. And I planted these as seeds at the beginning of the lockdown, and no, look, you know, they're amazing. I love it. That's pretty good. Oh, look at these guys, aren't they lovely? Oh man, I'm whacked. So I'm going to go for an easy activity, and it's cactus bath time. I think you need repotting really, don't you?
Mm.
So I'm going to go out skateboarding. The only thing is, these haven't been off the wall for about 3 years, so I don't know how this is going to go.
Off to go hurt himself.
It's getting close. It's run number 11. See you in a bit. There's a very good book called Into Thin Air, which is an account of the climbing disaster on Everest in 1996. One of the things that struck me about it was this idea of the death zone. The last part of the ascent on Everest is above 8,000 metres, the death zone. The body starts to die, and human beings can't survive there. So 8,000 metres, that's not that far. You could run that in 40 minutes. So I got thinking that all of life on Earth is pretty much contained in the troposphere, the bottom part of the atmosphere, which is about 13 kilometres deep. And I thought I'd like to put that in perspective. So my last activity is going to be to draw that to scale. Bicycles! Big compass with no pencil. That's good. And to make the diameter of the Earth 1 metre, then work out the scale of the troposphere compared to that. Right, that's our centre point. So the radius is 500 mil. Yeah, that's pretty good. So the diameter of the Earth. So if we convert that to meters, so that's meters. The troposphere is 13 kilometers. So we need to turn that into meters. Equals 0.001 essentially. So 1 millimeter. On that scale, the troposphere is 1 millimeter. So I've got a classy ruler here, and if we look at 1 millimeter, can you see that? One millimeter is the thickness of the pencil line. So the troposphere, our atmosphere, is just the thickness of that pencil line. That's it, folks. That's all you got. So this is the last run. It's the last time. My legs are jelly, but I'm going to run this one like a bastard. Right. Ready? Ready, go.
Woo! Hee! Last one!
Oh! Oh my god.
Done, Dad.
Oh god. I got that. The pain stopped. Oh.